Clutch Nixon, the greatest stuntman in every aspect of known creation, donned a new wingsuit made from the skin of his most beloved dead pets. At the peak of his mental and physical health, after a lifetime of clean living, and having achieved financial success beyond his wildest dreams, Clutch Nixon leapt off the mountain and was never seen again. After months of searching, no body was ever found, and Clutch Nixon was declared legally dead. But every year, hundreds of his most loyal fans throw themselves off this very cliff as tribute to their long-lost hero. Godspeed, Clutch Nixon, you magnificent son of a bitch. Godspeed. They'll be torn apart. A single flinch, and this could go horribly, horribly wrong. There's a lot of tree cover here. There's no margin for error. All they have to do now is pass under this bridge, and they've done it. We can all breathe again. They've made it. On May 1st, 1960, Clutch Nixon, at that time a little-known stuntman of the Holland Valley, spontaneously combusted while performing a stunt now known as the baptism of fire, hurtling at speeds never attempted by mortal men. Clutch's body most likely ignited due to a blood alcohol level of 0.67, despite man and machine being fused together by the heat of 1,000 suns. Clutch managed to survive by maneuvering his vehicle into a nearby stream. Witnesses to the feat assumed he had perished, but Clutch Nixon emerged from the water like a phoenix rising from the ashes, and a legend was born. To this day, it remains a feat never once repeated. For this fiery daredevil. What an incredible landing. car must feel like an oven. Look at them go, just like a comet. That car must feel like an oven. March 20th, 1961. Faced with a realization that God was surely dead, and modern civilization nothing more than a tragic farce, Clutch Nixon, the greatest stuntman in Hope County, did the only sane thing he could think of. He strapped himself into a rickety buggy and careened down a rocky mountainside before crash landing in the abandoned town of Prosperity. When he finally regained consciousness, Clutch vowed to press on with his stunt work and children's literacy programs, rather than continue his descent into a bottomless metaphysical abyss. And the Dassault dans la Folie was never attempted again. A single rock or tree could spell the end. They're defying gravity on 4 wheels. It look easy. Easy does it. Now, easy does it. In the weeks leading up to May 10th, 1971, Clutch Nixon, the greatest stuntman in the known universe, consumed massive quantities of cigarettes, raw eggs, whiskey, and wolf testosterone, the latter of which was injected directly into his tear ducts. Clutch credited this balanced diet as the reason he survived the punishing mountainside race known as Quadzilla. Clutch went to bed that night with a partially dislocated coccyx and the warm comfort of knowing that his stunt would never be repeated. Very, very easily. They make it look easy. It's a blind jump coming off of the first leg of the course. They've stuck the landing. Talk about a leap of faith. There's no way they can see how this ends. That path is barely wider than the vehicle itself. Their steering must be precise here. They're making a real show of this run. The grand finale is another blind jump. Can they do it? What a feat. They've made it. June 19th, 1964. Clutch Nixon, the greatest stuntman in America, threw his best friend George Rye a weekend bachelor party that lasted 3 weeks. During the festivities, George made a bet that Clutch couldn't fly an airplane through a nearby ravine while simultaneously bullseyeing every obstacle in his path. Clutch Nixon replied, "Hold my beer." Even though Clutch was so drunk that to the day he died, he never regained full conscious control of his bladder, he still managed to complete the dare before that beer even went cold. And to this day, the spray and pray has never again been repeated by mortal man. Watch this. real close shave. Tree cover here. There's no margin for error. They're flying dangerously low. They're still in one piece. July 4th, 1963. Clutch Nixon, the greatest stuntman in Montana, honored America in the only way God could have imagined, flying recklessly through a pristine river valley, firing heavy artillery attached to a civilian aircraft. Although he never crashed, Clutch nevertheless suffered an injury to his brow ridge that left him unable to see color. That same year, Clutch accidentally sparked a race riot at the launch party of his first volume of erotic poetry. Ironically, both the stunt and the book are named Old Glory Holes, and neither have been surpassed since that day. That bridge. They're making a real show of this run. What incredible marksmanship! Right between the water and the bridge. Incredible stick control. They make it look easy. And they're making a sharp turn by the old gold dredge. off the top there. What a close one. That target never stood a chance. We can all breathe again. They've made it.